Alright, we are back for round 2 on the draw. I am not gonna keep that one. Yeah, it's just not good enough. If there was one black, I could imagine because we have a chip removal, but we cannot really cast. Well, first we cannot cast anything. If we draw one land, we can cast the replica, but that's not even good. Like replica turn 3 on the draw is not even that great. This hand is just clunky, slow, and risky, so it doesn't have much going on for it. This one is decent though. Kind of weird that we draw pretty much all of our swamps, but do we keep that on top? Like, if they don't kill our mirror, it's good, and if they kill it, it's pretty awful. I think we keep it though, because we do have this amount of mana, so keeping spell makes sense, and even if they, even if they have a removal for our silver mirror, we'll be able to cast that at some point. I mean, we have this amount of blue in our deck. I'm not playing the Spellbomb first here. I mean, turn 1. I don't think it accomplishes a lot, and I'd rather not have them know about that. So hopefully no Shatter. Good. New York Spy match up pretty well against Steel Wall, which is nice. And I still think we are not gonna play the Ether Spellbomb. As it's mana screwed so far. Steel Wall in the red deck is interesting. It probably means they are red-blue affinity, because you would not expect such a defensive card in a an aggressive deck. Alright. And we are just gonna cycle the bomb, I assume. Just gonna keep the option of bouncing something, but I think we'll be drawing. Yes. Deconstruct, okay. I mean, we will kind of want to deconstruct the soldier at some point because it's going to block our Cathodian, so I guess we might as well do it now. Also, the opponent's kind of, has a clunky slow start. They are missing a color, so yeah, no, actually it's just stupid. They might play an artifact that's much more threatening, and the wall is blocking the Cathodian anyway, so yeah, this play made no sense. However, we can get in for one more damage now. And again, they are stuck on lands. And if they have the Yochan Soldier, we cannot get in for any extra damage. Also, we drew Alphamir, so now it's even better. I don't know. I mean, sometimes you just want to keep your removal, but I feel like if your opponent is just stuck on lands, you might want to get pretty aggressive. Okay, Inertia Bubble, no problem. Ooh, nice. It's a body, which is pretty decent. Like, small random creatures are pretty good at going wide enough to get some damage through the wall, and it's gonna give us our second blue for Looming Hoverguard next turn, which is huge. So if they play an artifact creature, we bounce it. If they play a non-artifact creature, we terror it, so, sounds good, right? And the Warden actually blocks my stuff pretty well. Kinda wanna go terror the Warden, ram the Slagworm armor thing, attack with everything, they block here, take 5 down to 5, yeah. I mean, using terror on a random one, 3 for 2 is pretty aggressive, but at this point I think we wanna be aggressive. Again, this really depends on the game, the matchup, and a lot of things. Most of the time, you'd rather keep your invul for things that actually matters, that are strong. But here, I think we're in a spot where we just wanna get enough damage and a wide enough board before they can stabilize and maybe come back. Okay, blue-red. Affinity, I assume. I don't think you want to play Steel Wool or Armor unless you have some really sweet affinity card like, the Somber Hover Guard and these kind of things. Looks like a pretty defensive deck. We definitely want Annual here. I guess I should have changed the deck, and Annual should just be in the main of her. Spellbomb. The only reason I kept the Spellbomb is again because of the 2 affinity cards and the Familiar, but it's not. I don't think it's even good enough reason to keep these. Like, Annual is just very good. Okay, that's nice. And Annual is just great in this hand because we are not doing a lot in the early turns, and just countering their turn 2 or turn 3 just for 1 mana seems nice. Farsight Mask is potentially very good in this matchup. Yep, this is getting counter. That was a convenient top deck, let's put it this way. Acceleration gives us something to do on turn 2 and the mana for 1 doesn't I. Eyes, I should rather say. Yeah, I think we just play Cathodian. There's an argument to actually play the weaker card, which is Nim Replica, in case they have a removal. However, they could have a Pirate Spellbomb that can only kill Replica and not the Cathodian, in which case we'd rather drop the slightly bigger creature. I guess they have the bolt. They had bolt, so it actually would not have changed anything. So maybe playing a Replica would have ended up being better. I mean, Nim Replica is not a lot worse than Cathodian. Like, the ability is relevant, so there is that. Somber Hoverguard or Farsight Mask? I think we go for the Mask. I feel like Mask is something you want to play as soon as possible. It is worse if they have Shatter or any artifact removal. If they don't, this is much better because this kind of stops them from attacking. Because dealing 2 and giving me a card is not something you want to do here. And dropping the Mask when you're at 20 life, feels good. So we could go Hoverguard plus Nim Replica or 1 Dozen Eyes. I think we go for Hoverguard plus Nim Replica. Oh, actually we cannot do that. Oh yes, we can, but we need to play the Replica first. Like, there's a chance we just draw a bunch of forests in a row and we can entwine. I'm not sure how likely it is, but we could wanna entwine, so Restmouse Augur is very strong. But you can just top deck and be in a great spot somehow. I don't really think we are willing to trade here. Their creature are worse than our creature because of Farsight Mask. So I don't really mind them keeping that thing around. And we might want to use the Nima ability, like there's a couple one toughness creature that could be annoying. Another Augur? Oh, a Somber Hoverguard of their own. Right. So we are... It costs 8 to entwine, so we are basically 1 green away from... No, it costs 9. I guess at this point we just attack, because if the trades happen, the board is clear, then we drop our 5/5, and this means it's way less likely for them to be able to make some double block and deal with the 5/5, basically. That's the reasoning behind, making the trades right now, where I wasn't super happy about trading last turn. But the 5/5 is really huge in this set. There's not many things that are bigger, so unless you have another Augur or something along these lines, they will probably have to, I don't know, maybe they have an Arrest, which is one of the few clean answer, but otherwise this could be tough to deal with. And one of the only way they can deal with that is by making some type of double block. And, since we got rid of 2 creatures, now it's less likely that they can double block. Yeah, we don't really care about that. I think we just cycle the spell bomb, honestly. Deconstruct. Yeah, I don't see any reason to play that. They can keep their steel wall. However, now if they play an artifact creature and intend to double block the beast, I can get rid of it. If the artifact creature has enough power to kill the beast alongside the Augur. Yotian Soldier not really strong enough, I guess. They cannot even try to raise because of the stupid Farsight Mask, which is just great. What does that do? So they sack their wall to get back a Copper Mirror. Okay. And now that they have enough power to triple block, so we'll just kill the Soldier. And they have no cards left in hand. Again, they can't really raise us. This card is just so annoying to play against. Like, they cannot attack us and they cannot block. How bad is that? Is there any reason to play the Silver Mirror? Maybe. I mean, there's not many reasons not to play it, I guess. Warden, no problem. And the funny thing here is that we are kind of flooded, actually. We draw way more lands than they did. Even if they have 1 land in hand, this is like 7, and we drew like 8. Well, I guess we did not draw a lot more lands, but we are in a great spot, despite, being a little bit heavy on land. If we hadn't the Farsight Mask here, we would be at about 8 right now, and they would be in a position to maybe raise. And this card is just completely stops them from doing that, which is huge. I guess they just have a bunch of lands, and they are gonna at least 1 land in hand. Oh, I did not see that. And they will jump. I mean, there's an argument to put the Haram here, where if they have literally nothing, we can kill them next turn. However, they top deck an equipment. The thing is, keeping Ram in hand is better if they top deck an equipment, or if they top deck a creature. So I think that's, a decent thing to do. But yeah, we got there. Yeah, I guess our draw matched up pretty well against the open draw this game. And we top deck the Terror for the Augur right on time. Like, if we hadn't top decked the Terror, we would be in a pretty difficult spot, because they would have just killed the mask. They would have, it would have been really bad. So, drew well, but this happens. I guess this is the game. That was round 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and see you for the final.